and BOKLOK, or BOKLOK, or BOKLOK? BOKLOK? BOKLOK. Do you remember, how many people remember BOKLOK? Ah yeah, you were in Sweden and Japan. BOKLOK, do you remember? So I have to tell you about BOKLOK, okay? BOKLOK lived 50,000 years ago. He's a caveman. He lives in a cave. And yeah, that's BOKLOK. Then he has a wife. That's a BOKLOK. Okay, so BOKLOK lives with BOKLOK. And they live in a cave. Okay, so I can see them in their cave. And they stay in the cave. And in English we call hunter-gatherer, right? They are hunters and they have to look for food. When BOKLOK is the girl, I think. BOKLOK is the man. When BOKLOK gets up, when he gets out of bed, then he drinks his morning coffee, okay? And then he has to go to his job. So he tells his wife, you know, I'm going to my job, honey. And she kisses him and say, have a nice day at work, BOKLOK. Then his job, what is his job? Hunting and gathering, okay? He has to go find food, you know. Then he doesn't have to go to office building in Singapore, right? He just walk through the forest and he's looking for rice, wild rice, like that. He's walking through forest. He doesn't have a schedule and he doesn't have laptop and he doesn't have iPhone. His job, just walk through the forest and look for rice, wild rice. Did you see wild rice? Did anybody see? It's a brown color and it takes like 2 hours to cook it. And you can find in the forest, if you go in the forest, you can find some wild rice. It only grows one piece here and one little piece here and one. So his job, BOKLOK, he has to go through the forest and he's looking for wild rice. And sometimes he will find one plant and he will pick it and he takes off the rice. Then he gets maybe, I don't know, 10 pieces of rice. And then he has to hold it in his hand, you know, because he doesn't have a pocket, I think. Do you have that picture? So he holds it in his hand, you know. Then he goes and looks for more rice and he puts it in his hand. And then what time he has to go home? Do you know? Huh? Before sunset. Yeah, when he has enough rice, he can go home, okay? Like, he doesn't have clock. They didn't invent a watch yet. He has a rice in his hand. When he has enough rice, he can go home, okay? Try to understand. Try to understand. He has so much stress. He has so much pressure. He has so much anxiety. Not like Singapore people, relaxed all the time. Okay? He has a real stress, okay? You have stress, but not like BOKLOK, okay? BOKLOK has real stress. Why? Tell me why. If he finds food, he will eat. And if he doesn't find food for 3 or 4 days, he and his wife and his kids all die. They all die, okay? There's no choice. He cannot call Singapore government, I couldn't find rice today. Could you send me some rice? You know, they don't have those things. He has to find rice. You think you have stress. He has real stress, okay? He has to find some rice. If he doesn't find rice, family will die, okay? No choice. So of course he has to look and look and look, okay? Then one day BOKLOK had good luck. He found a lot of rice and he's coming home from the forest, wandering around the forest, and he came home with the rice. Then he met a dinosaur, okay, like Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then he's like, Then dinosaur is also hunter-gatherer, but he's hunting BOKLOK. And he's not looking for rice, he's looking for people, because he has to eat. If he doesn't find a person, his family also will die, So he's find BOKLOK. Oh, this is good. So I can have some breakfast, And he starts to BOKLOK, and he throw down the rice and fight with the dinosaur. And they are fighting and fighting, and they are kicking dirt everywhere, fighting. Then what happened? The dinosaur said, "This food is too much trouble. This food is very difficult for me. I will go find some easier food. Maybe I can find an older person, Then he left BOKLOK, okay? Then BOKLOK's, they're all bleeding and tired, and he's like, I didn't die, I'm so happy. Then, where's the rice? Oh, I dropped the rice, we kicked the dirt on it, now it's all, I cannot find it. Then he has to go home with no rice. Then what happened? He has to tell his wife, no rice, right? He comes to the cave and he tells his wife, I'm sorry, honey, I met a dinosaur. He almost killed me. We fight for the rice. I dropped the rice. Then I'm so happy I didn't die. Then his wife hit him. Then, why you hit me? I know you are lying. You went to the bar. You had a drink with your friends. You didn't get some dinosaur, Then you didn't work today. You didn't get any rice today. Then she got angry, right? I think so. Then you go to bed, no food. Okay, so he has to go to bed. Then, I don't know, after 3 months, BOKLOK is walking down the same place in the forest, looking for rice. And then suddenly what? He sees 100 rice plants in one place. He's like, never before. I never saw 100 rice plants in one place. This is so strange. This is unbelievable. Then BOKLOK is like more smart than Einstein. Really, you laugh, but I think he's much more intelligent than Einstein or Stephen Hawking or like that. He's much more intelligent. Then he's looking at the rice, They always sit like this, And he's like, then some idea came in his mind, strange idea. It changed the world forever. It changed all our history. What was the idea? What was his idea? Yeah, he said, this is where I had a fight with the dinosaur 3 months ago. And I dropped all the rice. And then we covered it with dirt because we were fighting. And then it rained. And now there's 100 rice plants. Then I can see some light in his head, not like this one, okay? Some light come in his head. Dung! He's like, oh, this is the rice I dropped. Then if you cover with dirt, and if it rains, you can have 100 times more. Then he's so excited, he takes all the rice. Then he has 2 handfuls of rice. Then he runs back to his wife, right? What's her name? BOKLOK, whatever. Then, oh, BOKLOK, look, I have an idea. What's the idea? Look at this. She said, I have rice, 2 handfuls of rice. She's like, that's great. You didn't go to the bar today. Then he's like, wait, watch this. Then he goes, then he says, watch this. And he kicks dirt on it. Then what did she do? Bang! Hit him again. You are so stupid. Then what are you doing with this? Is our food. Why are you throwing the food on the ground you cover with dirt? You are so stupid. You go in the cave, no dinner. Just the same as before, okay? Then he said, no, this will grow. A plant will come. More, 100 times more. Trust me, believe me. No, you're an idiot. Go in the cave, no dinner. Then what happened? After 3 months,